only. We will continue with free live read, so forth and so forth, not just how you expect them. So again, this is Scorpio read. Now this is only good news. Give me the good news for Scorpio. What is it that they need to know? They're going to use the Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, known as the Good Tarot. It can't be that bad. Good news for Scorpio. Good news for Scorpio. Shows the good news for Scorpio. What is coming towards Scorpio? All the good stuff. All right. So let's see if we can find something find another reason to keep on living and have fun in this dimension and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, shuffling rather large cards with a large cat on the side here. You should stay closer to sugar. What if you fall, honey? Okay. A fly on this under here. Okay. So, what are the good news? What are the good news? Show me. Show me. Show me what is going on. Lakshmi, can I ask you to mention the good news for Scorpio? Because I had to, it was probably not this weird link, and then I had to invite someone, and then I was like, okay, I'll have to redo it, and here we are. So, you know, just leave them alone. They are boosting the algorithms, like. I'll keep my cool. See, I have protection. Pink, pink monster. But yeah, exactly. Thank you, Lakshmi. I did that because I was a little. Did you get that part? That this is because this is Scorpio marathon, right? So, what are the good news coming towards Scorpio? So we're going to listen around. I'm also going to put up, 1 minute reads if I have the time. We also have 4 different decks today that you can choose between: the Raven, the Star of David, the Pentagram, and the What is it that they don't tell you? So we're going to continue with that later on if the stream here is going as we want. So what are the good stuff? So yeah, no spamming please, and if you come, you feel free to stay. Like I said, they boost the algorithm unknowingly, which is a good thing for you and me. They can stay around, hang around. Maybe they have a Scorpio, probably they have, knowingly, and so maybe they need to hear what they need to hear. However, come to the acceptance part. As long as we give our free reads, we are going to have a few leech. So there you go. A Bruce Lee, Scorpio. Welcome. Only good news today. Only good news. And wherever there is a small challenge, we will have looked at it. So first card here. And by the way, they are not going to be very reversal today. So if they are, it's like a simple mosquito that you have to, and it's going in your favor. All right. Hello, Jazz. So right now, you feel that maybe not all the eyes are falling upon you, maybe you feel a little bit invisible. Peter Jordan. Okay, I did buy a new SIM card yesterday, or the day before that. The 2. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're going back to Shanghai soon. So don't you worry about this. If you feel that you are unseen by the moment. Enjoy that peace. Okay, enjoy that peace. And I'm going to turn it around for you because it will turn around. Because at sometimes the universe is protecting us for our own good. There is someone or something here. So yeah, could be a Gemini, could be, I'm a little curious about that second house. Some of you decided to buy a car where you can travel around with literally the house on your back. Whoever sees this in the future, there is someone out there who decided, how cool, or even a bike with a hanger where you have a house with you all the time. You don't have to live fixed in a specific area. And Cancerians are pretty good with this. This is a strong Cancerian energy. Yeah, it's going, Lakshmi, my Wi-Fi stuff, and I got a new good card here also. It's going to be resolved when we leave Laos. So we are going back to Chiang Mai because it's a bigger city and we started to thrive there and we learned to get around and we even found Viking cars there. So after that, we will be in Delhi, hopefully. So third house here. Third house, you are learning how to transmute certain energies that used to be a burden for you. Now you somehow with ease are learning how to manipulate certain vibrations around you. So what used to be heavy for you, because of your mentality, because of your maturing, because you start to understand that I get bigger muscles when I lift those fuckers. Or I can actually transmute the way I see the situation. And look how light they become. Or you do you like it? Do you like it? I was actually trying to send a package to Norway today. $100, please. A little smaller. In your house, where we have our roots, this is where your star seed origin is from. So if you want a private read to help you out, have a look on some of your roots, where you're from. Now, 2 of Earth, that is Capricorn energy, and that's related to Saturn. 2 of Earth here shows me that you're now practicing on managing how to manifest while staying chill. Yeah? 2 of Earth. So many would say that there was this woman, she would repeat herself. 7 of Swords is a liar and a traitor. And so 5 of Swords and 2 of Earth, that is someone giving to 2, just like 6 of Coins is giving to 2. There was never any interpretation of anything else, but take into consideration when you combine 2 cards. One is perhaps the main situation, the other card is modifying that situation. Okay, so here you are showing me that Scorpio is learning alchemy. By the way, Lakshmi, I would love to see your chart. Please do send it to me. Maybe you have some Scorpio placement, or I'd love to see your Venus, rising sign, Mars, Mercury, houses. Obviously, I'd love to see it, everything. I'm curious about you. Aquarius moon. I love Aquarius. I love Aquarius. I mean, he was a Capricorn. Clearly some Aquarius stuff here. So this is another version of you, Lakshmi. So someone here would say, Manish, he would say, I'm not getting success. I don't see any way. Please tell me something. And so the reason you don't get success is that because you already made up your mind upon it. You are creating an alignment with the source, which sometimes is symbolized with Shiva over there. And when you are doubting the fact that you are a powerful creator, you're creating a resistance because you are comparing yourself to other people who gain success. You're looking yourself in the mirror and you feel that you have to compete. You've also been told by many people what success is. What is success? Is it having a lot of money and a car and a nice job and a nice wife and a lot of kids or, you know, a spouse, and being miserable and unhappy because you're stuck with all these responsibilities or nobody really likes you that much, and so forth and so forth? Or is success being able to find out how to transmute energies and be happy no matter what situation you are in? So if you are incapable of being, you know, close your eyes, breathe, and then tune your vibration into what does it feel to have success? What does that feel like? You know, I would feel a thrill, butterflies in my stomach that are flying up into my chest. I would feel a glow around my mind. I would feel so wonderful. Thank you, Sinan. It's probably the pinky monster. So if you are incapable of consisting or have a constant regarding the emotions of success, if you already made up your mind, I'm incapable of obtaining success no matter how much I work, it's not about work, because success is something you attract when you do something you love without expectations of the outcome. Okay. Lesson for the crosswatchers as well. Okay, so here we have 7 of Earth. So, you know, some of you could invest in an amusement park here. I see Michael Jackson here, Jackson here. He wants to be a fairy. He wants to be Peter Pan. He don't want to grow up, you know, and he had a lot of childhood trauma, but I'm not sure it has to do about that, because I still, look at my t-shirt, childish. I still collect toys. I have a manga figure in my, several manga figures actually. I realized that, that doll I had when I was a kid, it brings back cool feelings, and I feel creative when I think, how can I dress her up? You know? We don't play doctor or family and stuff like that with Barbie anymore, but we could feel a chill when we pick up that doll that meant too much to us as a child, right? Correct. So 7 of Earth in 5th house. 5th house is all about having fun. Now someone here understand that if I'm going to live a good life, I need to bring the magic that was taken away from me by adults, by adult people telling me that unicorns doesn't exist. Well, how do you know? If you can't see them, does that mean they don't exist? Who are you to create my reality? So we are the creators of our own realities. The cards here also advise you to invest in what makes you happy, invest in what is fun. But I also, you know, as an entrepreneur would say, invest in something that could be long lasting. You know, when I invest, now I realize now that investing in a bunch of t-shirt, it's not going to last long, before they end up somewhere broken and sweaty. But when I did invest in something small, which is easy to move over the sea, or something like this deer animal, which is a symbol of the king of the forest, Celtic old symbol. It's Cernos, yeah. And it was about 1500 rupee, which is a very low price. I don't care how they made it, but it's silver. And every time I put it on my finger, I feel appreciative, and I feel this, how beautiful it is, and it's always on my finger, you know. And it doesn't cost anything extra to put it in your bag, you know. So investment, you know. Do you want to invest in something old, something, it doesn't cost you a lot, but it doesn't cost you a lot because it's 70,000 euro to fix it. So you might as well buy something new. It's all about being a little bit clever, right? So, man, I have given interview for government job. Result is coming in 1 week. Please tell. I will be selected. Manish. Man, I had given interview for government job. Result is coming in 1 week. Please tell me, will I be selected? Manish, will you not know that in 1 week? And by the way, did you read the caption? What kind of stream is going on here? Did you bother to do that? Seriously? Are you even a Scorpio? Every time. Keep the carrot, stay around. But if you need a psychologist, then you call the helpline, you know. So this is all about the good news. It's not about Manish. Sorry, Manish. This is not about Manish. This is not a Manish read. Here we go, Lakshmi. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Regarding work, you need to let go of something regarding expectations. 4 Earth here in reverse. So the good news is that you have an amazing transition coming in for you. Look how beautiful she is. Right? So she's no longer holding on. I'm starting to get in that zone myself now where, okay, I can't afford to sign off that big package, but I'm going to take out something and pass it on to another Scorpio who will be very, very happy. 4 of Earth is very often about creating a fundament, holding on to the last coins we have so we can create something solid. And at some point, when you reach the 3rd initiation, you will have to repeat the 3rd initiation in order to gain Krishna or Christ consciousness, which is the opposition to service of the self, or Ariman, also known as Shaitan, Satan, Luciferian ideology. Sometimes Luciferian is, that can be discussed. He's a light bearer. So, of something, and you do it with ease, because what you're letting go of now is it's like shedding skin, you know, just like it's a snake. You're a beautiful snake, you're a beautiful glowing Quetzalcoatl, the winged serpent, and we shed skin, right? And underneath there is a butterfly. And the moment we say, you know, we understand that, oh, I don't really mind, you know, get rid of that little extra. It is something that is Tim. Welcome, welcome. My hand tattoo says Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, Tim Duffy, Scorpio read. Only good news. And so, for those who are oblivious to the fact that this is a Scorpio stream, you feel free to cross-watch. You probably have a Scorpio placement yourself. Pay attention to the words and don't make it about you. Unless you pay me. Because we have once a week or twice a week, we have free read kind of situations. So it seems like I have to repeat myself a lot regarding this. Either the same, you know, monkeys are popping up every time. But you know, Tim, do you know what I found today? I found this large bone. It looks like part of the hip. And I think I could club something to death with it because it was really dense. I had no clue. It would make a beautiful handle for a sword or something like that. But the thing is, should I keep that? It's kind of filthy. It's death and destruction. What do you think, Tim? So, we are going to check upon your love life. You're letting go. Some of you are letting go. We did see a lot of that yesterday, like, ooh. Detaching from your family, you're detaching from something in order, the moment you release something, it's like a tree. It releases all its seeds to the ground. It's a man that releases himself within the womb of a woman, right? So she will have fractures of him. And those fractures turn into something very wonderful. Now, we are going to cast a spell upon this. We are connecting it to Earth. We are turning it around. And your release is going to be beneficial for you. Now let's have a look and see what is going on with this release. Is it someone? Is Scorpio in love with someone? Are you releasing? What exactly are you releasing? So let's have a look at that story. Yes, it's like wood. This bone thingy is like wood. It's just that it's heavy and my bags are full. I couldn't afford to send my Fjällräven's sack backpack today to Norway because it would be $100. And so I would love to keep the bone because we have tools in Norway to create something really beautiful off that bone. But it is extra baggage, and I would love to make a sword, or it would be a beautiful sword or a knife, you know, or Indian pipe. Seriously, like something cool, you know. I realized, you know, my bags really are full, and but I kept it still, so I give it some thought. So show me seventh house. Show me the seventh house. Show me the seventh house. We are about to do a Taurus read, Alan, and good evening. So I think we have Aries and then Taurus coming up. So very soon. I'm not sure today, but because today we have 4 decks here. So very soon there will be a small Taurus read coming up for you. If not, feel free to stay because later we have a deck of 4 cards here, and the title will be What are they not telling you? What is the secret? Are you involved with someone, or is it benevolence, or is it malefic? What are they not telling you, right? So let's see, your seventh house here, a lover. Okay, maybe some of you felt I didn't have so much good luck here, but someone here, there is a Scorpio here who are in love, maybe with another Scorpio or with a cross. So the release is basically, I can't hold on to this. For once, you're not going out on any psytrance parties. At some point, it was grief and was difficult to move on from this. Someone are withholding their cups, but releasing this relationship, which is maybe not meant to be right now, will give you the sun, which is far more worth than 10, right? So there could have been some internal drama here. Someone feel that they are victimized, but it is for sure something Scorpio involved here. I also see some Leo energies. There's a lot of water here, water and fire. And what do you know? A Capricorn, I have twice Capricorn. Twice Capricorn. Some of you might have to release a Capricorn. And, it stings, it hurts, and still you feel like that is a burden. You're overthinking the situation. We also have Sagittarius. Someone here are drowning in their emotions. But there is something coming in for you in the end of the day. Cross-watcher, Scorpio, whoever you are, there is someone out there who is for you, maybe this entire lifetime, but you need to let go of someone who is not for you. So it could be your soulmate, your twin flame, the love could be there, everything is there, and you're all ready together, but you have to release the energy. You can't hold on to it because you're not giving space to the one that you are meant to be with in this space-time continuum. All right, so we got some answers there. For me, it's a good thing to do if you've been holding on to something which is have an impossible outcome, and then you finally let go, and it will hurt for some time, but it's like ripping off that plaster, if you are accidentally scratch yourself, it will sting for some time, and then you will get ease. Your body is a healer. Now, the situation now is that, first of all, some of you Scorpios are of Lyran descent, okay? And so these Lyran descendants are of feline. If you find yourself a little bit obsessed with cats, you need to know that our background is Lyran Orion. So Lyran would have feline features. The Orion, people from the Orion constellation, would have reptilian-like features, and they would be of reptilian. They were reptilian, basically. And so we are a mix of. Eventually, there was this war in the heavens. You hear about the Mahabharata have something to do with. There was a war in the heavens, okay, and so at some point, I think it was Tiamat, the queen of dragons, the mother of dragons. She lives on a planet called Malbec, which is the asteroid belt outside Earth, in between Mars. Because Mars, Earth, and one more planet would be habitable before the sun was bigger. Okay? And so at some point, the feline race decided to fuse themselves with the reptilian race. That's why you see, even in my passport and many on the royal symbols, you see this beast, and you can't make up your mind whether it is a lion or a dragon. Well, it's because it's both. Okay, so through genetic manipulation, the dragon queen, also known as Tiamat, this is the lore, would marry someone from the feline, the lion constellation, and together they would create a lot of offspring, what we now know as Anunnaki, heaven to earth came. Now, in between that, there was a war. Someone claimed this son of Enki, known as Marduk, destroyed Maldek. Someone said that there were so many conflicts that the Pleiadian had an involvement in the destruction of Maldek, later known as Tiamat, named after the dragon queen. So there was a dragon queen. There was a mother dragon. Where do they get the inspiration from? Star Trek, Star Wars, the ancients, the people, there are people here who have ancient scripts, and some of them we have access to. Yeah? So, Aquarius energy, I'm like, oh, this is exciting news. I also learned why the hero people and some of the Islam people are removing the foreskin of their children. Because after some point, when Maldek was destroyed, the soul, our souls that was highly evolved, because we consist of a collective soul group, all of you, right? Depending on how primitive you are, you consist. And the more you evolve, the more this collective soul group would fuse into a greater and greater and greater entity. That's why you sometimes feel that it feels like you lived, and sometimes you were a lot greater. At some point, the destruction of Maldek created such a great defragmentation and trauma within the human soul that around Earth, that was the leftover. That was what was left of Maldek or Tiamat. There would be a cluster of souls that once were one unit. Now they were defragmented into more, what can you call it? Simplified mindset. And some Pleiadians would come, and some starseeds or extraterrestrials would come and help them down to Earth, create the matrix and create 3D Earth. And therefore we find so many species today that are Homo erectus, Homo there, Homo that, different, almost ape-like humanoids. That would be one soul that was traumatized, defragmented, and incarnated as a tribe, right? Then after some, millions of years, because in between those stories, we've had dinosaurs, we have extraterrestrials messing up that. They wanted to have a good protein source, etc., etc. But after some, million years or thousands of years, the children of the lions and Tiamat would come, also known as the Anunnaki. Enki and Lil Anu, they were looking for gold. Okay, because Nibiru had this hole in their atmosphere, and only gold could close those holes, according to some stories. Is it science fiction? Some of it is written in clay, and it's taken its journey into the Bible. So of course, when you tell one story and it's going through different sources, it will change, it will be modified, it will be simplified. So you will find the similarities, and you will find out, okay, that's Satan, that's Lucifer, that's God, that's, but the real God is what created everything from the beginning, was before Ariman and Sophia. And so at some point the Anunnaki would come and they needed help, labor help. They're giants, they're igigi, and they themselves were not able to perform the art of finding gold. Let's face it, it's difficult to find giant veins of gold. And that gold, those mountains, came from a race. Thank you, Tim. I'm excited about this. There was a race here millions of years ago, before the Anunnaki, that literally were giants, and the Nordics, Northern mythology would call them this was not the Nephilim, because the Nephilim was the Igigi, the sun, the fallen angels. They were actually just extraterrestrials. But the giants, like Ymir and these guys, walked the earth. And like Michael Kallinger would tell you, they died, and they have calcified, and they have turned in, because we do contain a lot of, inside of us, copper, gold, this and that, which is why, by the way, I drink from copper when I'm bothered. So these giants died, and they are so giant that they don't count as giant, those we find that are just very tall humanoids, like 8 foot tall, like the Anunnaki would be like 8 to 10 foot tall, and we would be like 5 to 6 foot tall, so they were big, right? But these giants were so big that when they died, they are now, many of them, what we know as mountains. And they have veins of gold, silver, and all sorts of things. And we know that lapis lazuli is something that means a lot. So in the end, this fusion of the dragons, of the draconians, and hello Kritika, they would have a skin type that was very soft, because of the, no fluff, no fur, just a little bit on the head, armpits, We are created in their image. The first one that was successfully made was Adam, but they gave her the name Tiamat, after Dragon Queen. We call her Eve. And that's also when they discovered that, oh dude, he's perfect, but he's got a little bit too much skin on his thing, willing. So they simply removed that. And that's why you will read in some texts that, the Hebrew and the Islam people will remove that foreskin as a tradition that continues to this very day. Personally, I think you should be 18 and make that decision for yourself. Anyway, for those of you who feel you have a strong attraction to cats, you could be Lyran starseed, because they still exist as an separate entity, and we do have hybrids. We are hybrids of the hybrids, and also that ape-like, two-legged people that probably were traumatized, so that descended from Maldek. We are a hybrid from that time, and they were highly evolved spirits that now that the doom gene and that worship gene, worshipping, is being turned off, and we realize that we are all God, we are all creators, and be you. We love you for what you are, unconditionally, and please create, because what is given to you belongs to all of you. Yes, but it's your gift. We give you the honor to create and share this with us. So don't take my word for it. I'm doing research on the Anunnaki form, but I've done some translations. There are many, many weird translations out there. And when it's brought to the court system, and I would believe the guy when he said that being sovereign being, as in I'm royal being, I have the right to breathe air without paying taxes, I have the right to hunt and eat and live somewhere without paying taxes because I'm a sovereign being. They were called the royalty sovereign beings. They are direct descendant of Enki. And so the first child that probably was put on the throne, he was known as Adapa. Okay, so he had Adapa and this woman, Titi. They would be the first perfections after Adam and Eve. And from those, most of us descend. Okay? And yeah, that was a lot of say about the emperor here, because you need to discover the rhesus negative factor that some of you have. We cannot find that ape gene in that blood system, and we do know that many royalties, most celebrities, most royal people have this blood type which is rhesus negative. The original blood type among the royalty, which was the Anunnaki, they were then given status as pharaoh because they would leave Earth, as the Earth in the long run did not support their living conditions. They would be, they would die, although their lifespan is normally 50,000 years. So we believe that Marduk is still here. They will create avatars, and they have the opportunity and the technology to transfer their consciousness into another body. Now, most of the Anunnakis would leave. Some are said to be still here. And the Draconians, or the reptilians, they are a different species that are driven far underground, which is connected to the Cabal, to the Illuminati, and they are so malicious, they will feed upon you. The Anunnaki are more like us. Some of them are narcissistic, some of them are benevolent. Enki was the one that went to the garden of Adam and Eve and told Eve the truth about the divinity, how divine you are. He didn't give anyone any apple. He was the snake as an allegory. He would tell Eve because he felt that Enlil built this upon a lie so they could worship Anunnaki and give them, they have this God complex, right? Which humans also do, by the way. And so as long as we have a monarchy, we still kind of are holding this worshipping gene. So when you say Amen, Amen is another word for Amun Ra, which is Marduk. Marduk was the son of Enki. And Enlil was Yahweh. Marduk was Amun Ra, that was the name. He said that earth now belongs to me. They gave earth to Amun Ra. Don't mix them with Ra and Hermes and these things. Amun Ra was given, earth was given to him, so he could be the prince or the ruler of this planet. Marduk destroyed Maldek, but what here in this reaction? Because we know that there are two Tiamats. The first Tiamat was the dragon queen, the second Tiamat was Eve. Okay? And she had 7 daughters and 7 sons. One of them was Norea, that challenged God. So when we say Amen to Marduk, which is in reality, might as well say Hail Lucifer or Hail Satan, because Marduk is narcissistic. He wants you to worship him. He wants to keep you down as a cattle. He's not much better than those lower level reptilians. So Amen and is a little bit different. Amen is a direct reference to Marduk. I am a walking information channel, am I not? Okay. To get on the road, love you, have a wonderful day, Taurus the Bull. Love you too, Taurus the Bull. I'll do my best to keep up and give you so this Scorpio information is spacing out, because that's part of my obsession, is to learn about our true heritage, who we really are. It's not about being Caucasian, We know that Noah at some point landed in a place that was called the Caucasian Mountain, and we know that Noah was born white, albino. But his genes is not, if 2 black people get an albino kid, the kid will not necessarily give a bunch of albino kids. He will probably give birth to black kids. So where the white lineage come from, we know that from Cain, he killed Abel. He was the child of Adapa and Titi, the first really, really, really perfect children that was direct ascendant from Enki. Because he gave his seed to human, he took an avatar and he screwed a few women, and 2 of them get pregnant, and they would get Adapa and Titi. And so, wonderful news! We are all descendants of Enki. And we've all we all descend from, because in order to be able to create us, we had to be inside clay tubes. And the Anunnaki women themselves had to carry us in order for us to become as perfect as we are in their image. And it worried some of the Anunnakis that, they are becoming like us. And one of them, today known as Azazel, would stay behind and teach us how to blacksmith, how to decorate our eyelids, how to make jewelry, how to make beautiful clothes and perfumes. And today we call him a demon. Would you call your teacher a demon for learning you how to blacksmith? Am I a demon for teaching you how to do tarot? So they call him Azazel, the scapegoat. So there is so much to this story we don't know, but what we do know, that probability that the Native American Indians probably descend from Cain who killed Abel. Okay, so why? Well, he was cast out, and his curse was, you will not grow facial hair. So we thought, okay, great, you save a lot of time and money on buying that. But all your children, you will be the father of all the Asian people. No. And so after some time, the Asians have been interbreeding with other children of Arapo and so forth and so forth. So most Asians today grow a beard. However, there's been some changes, some tectonic changes by that, and we the Native American Indians, they don't grow beard. So they are the real Canaanites. I don't know if you have any. So it's a Scorpio research, Aquarian obsession. So yeah, Who was the children of Cain? Well, those who don't carry beard and have Asian traits. Well, who are that? The Native Americans. Cool, huh? But who are we descended from? Well, we know that Noah landed in those mountains, and we are not. We are not. If I go out in the sun, my skin will go very, very dark, and my hair would go blonde. And my sight is regular. So where does the Caucasian come from? Well, we know that the royalty of the Anunnaki will very often have blue eyes, bright skin, but they would also have elongated skulls. Yeah, you're a mix, huh? Indian and Irish. Yeah, facial hair, probably red. Are you a Leo? Okay, so that was a big. I should probably change the title to All the Good News and the Creation Story. I don't claim it as the truth. That's just what's given to me. You can go watch yourself, do your own research. I just watched Anunnaki the movie, and it's taken from the books of Zachariah Sitchin. Some of it you can take with a pinch of salt, but a lot of it has a lot of truth to it because it's coming from different sources, and we have archaeological findings, pictures, and so forth and so forth. So some of the things should be obvious. Namaste. So here you are, removing yourself, distancing yourself, detaching yourself from something, or ascending from being down there, not feeling too good about yourself, taking upon you this Lyran authority. Lyran, lion, Leo. Is Jesus on the picture? Is he this one? Or no, that's the sun. Well, we do know that the lion is symbolized by the sun and that Jesus is the sun. You can be all smart about it, but that's correct. Actually, Jesus is the sun, literally. And the 12 disciples or star signs around it. So now when I talk about Genesis, I'm not heaven and water, detaching. And you might detach from a project that you realize it no longer serves you the same, hallelujah, I love my life. But in this case, it could be a lot of emotions attached to it. Some of you could have a career within graphic design, painting, movies, something that has to do with the visual, something that creates, like, yeah, you heard me, Lord, storyteller about the creation and blah blah. So either you feel that your medium query is, it needs to be balanced out. In order for you to be balanced out as a Scorpio, we need to have that spine of the lion corrected. You need to detach yourself from things that ain't good for you and it's looking beautiful. And you are also saying that, I want to follow my passion. And you are rethinking, is this my passion, this Two of Cups? Some of you could even have a business with your partner, but someone here are detaching emotionally from someone where I feel that in reality it ain't really going anywhere. You want it, and Scorpio is stubborn. I'm trying to push through here. I want this to be about you and me, and there is no one like you. I want exactly that fish, No one else. And so I will turn this around. For those of you who love art, focus on your art, focus on your writing, because everything is here. That's the beauty of this. And here is Nine of Fire. She's no longer trying to hide herself. She's going out there and literally shows you that I have the stars right here in my hand. This is my creation and I will share it with you. I am not a victim just because I've been through all these things. It made me into a warrior. So, a one-page information here about something luminous and stuff like that, and you think that I'm going to read all that, and so all Scorpios watching this, they are bored enough by my creation story. If you have that much information, you go into YouTube, you get up the plus, you share the information you feel is important to share, and that humanity needs to know this. And I feel that humanity needs to know the creation story, the original at least. And so I share that with you, but the things you share here will disappear when this video is being uploaded. Just saying. Okay, I'm not going to take my time reading a book when I'm doing the tarot here. Okay, so the information I have, that's my information on my channel. The information you have, that's something you should put up on your channel. And what do you know? You could share it on Facebook. Yeah. I see you probably Alvin with a lot of mystery. He does that stuff, I does that stuff. We go into ancient Akkadian. Sometimes you can't get further than Akkadian scriptures, where summit the Mount of Sinai, named after the moon, which is sin, means to do something wrong or simply abstract something, take something away. Everything is just a reference from plus and minus, positive and negative. Sun, yes. Moon, no. Literally. Okay, so best beautiful part here, 12th house, your subconsciousness crawling all the way up there like a tree, like a vine, right? So 10 of water is I am emotionally complete, Scorpio. I'm emotionally fulfilled. I love being me. I'm happy and I'm ready to release, so I can take in this beautiful manifestation here. And you're not in a hurry. You just told the universe, pointing at the menu, this is what I want. This is what I want in my life. You're not telling the universe, hurry up, because you are an eternal being. That is what we know. Okay, so Scorpio, this will be the good news for now. Conclusion, you will rise like the star. Things will move fast forward and you will transmute energies that might be poison to you now, but they will change, lead into gold. You will learn how to juggle more than one energy. Okay? Elion is just, you have Elohim, Elohim, which is plural for God. El is Saturn. Elion is just singularity. Yeah. So, well, it's just that El It's not necessarily we have personified El many times. We call him Baal, we call him Saturn, we call him Sunidev, we call him Shaitan, we also call him Kali as the mother of all. El, elite, electricity. We clearly have a lot of, and Yahweh, that's Enlil, according to. So yeah, I actually do have a small coin here with the hexagram and Yahweh around because we were not allowed to say his name. So they were giving out the alphabet and it was pronounced Yahweh, which again became Jehovah and so forth and so forth. Okay, Scorpio is digging deep here from each sign of the world. Each side of the world. Yeah, I just actually read about alien yesterday. But you know, the coincidence. Interesting, by the way. Interesting. So we might finish the story about alien today. All right, guys. Some genesis happening here, reminding you that you are a beautiful entity. You're eternal. You're manifesting, or you are investing in you. For a Earther, you're creating a strong foundation by giving. Give more, take less, it will equalize. Every time you lose something, you create a void. Something will come in. 10 of Earth, I release, and I release my ego, because this is the ego. So I can become the real emperor, you know, within myself, as a co-creator. We are here, we co-create. You're welcome, Tim. You're welcome. So conclusion here, beautiful things coming towards you. So don't resist it, don't hold on to it. If something is, universe says that paint roses. If universe says, let this go, you won't regret it. It's your higher self. And I invoke Shiva in my energies. It is a reflection of Shiva, but it is also really my higher self. And I trust it so much with my full and whole heart. And the universe wants exactly what you want. Either it's good, either it's bad, negative, positive, it doesn't matter. If you want it, the universe will go out of its way to make sure you will get it. So, what do you do then? Open up your door and say, I'm open, you know, don't resist. So usually the result will be a mixture of all the things that are circulating around in our mind. So, stay positive. Stay as positive as much as you can. And if you used to have a positive mentality, how exciting! You know, usually we would say, fuck. And instead you swap it up. How exciting! And I love this. The universe will reflect it. And you are getting better and better and better and putting yourself into that positive spinning cocoon. And you will no longer, you know, subconsciously when it comes to money, we do this. No, I don't deserve it, I need to work hard. Instead of pulling it, we already are millionaires, billionaires within that field. And at some point, you will understand how to become the attraction point of what you really want in your life. Even if it is your true love, your wildest dreams, they are about to come true. Thank you so much. I'm Raven from south of Norway. I love you so much. And now, the next read is, what are they keeping a secret? Catch you on the flip side.